with fame too, and this isn't self-inflicted. This is just like this is on some like, bro, we just showed up type shit, and y'all shooting at us. Poor Aisha and Steph, bro. Like, I I
I have a
I don't
wild theory about that, bro.
hit me. I'm interested. Hit me because I don't know what else to say.
All right, only because like I remember um I had this sales gig over in Wanna Creek, and I remember how it was when because I had just played like Steph in the tournament or whatever when he was playing for what's the name for the fuck school they school so close I
Davidson,
forgot Davidson
Davidson.
Davidson attorney and then Waxers, bro, that like that nigga had 40 by halftime I think, but I remember that shit. Like right. So when he came into the spot, I was just like, "What's up, bro?" But like the way that everybody else was like reacting to him being there, and like how it was just like a red carpet, bro. You should have seen the increments in which people showed up. So like it was like initially it was his agent came in and said that he's about to come in, blah blah blah. So set up the shop for him, whatever, for him to look around. And then next was Aisha with at that point I think it was Riley in a stroller came in. And then after that group came in, it was Steph came in. And then you should have seen like it was the store closed down or whatever, nothing in there, no one in there or anything like that. And then over time, the word spread, and every you should have seen the level like there was hundreds of people in that damn parking lot that was just standing in the glass area looking at this brother's shop. You know what I mean? So like, um, the and then the way that the other employees and stuff like that was working and like like it was just like it came to me. I was like, fuck, like for one, and when Aisha, it was that like 2 years ago or whatever years ago that was when Aisha was talking about the like the uh she wished that dudes would at least like attempt to talk to her. You know what I mean? So like it just make her feel as if she has some level of something. You know what I mean? Like it isn't just Steph Curry's wife and stuff like that. You know, like the level of respect for him is crazy. And it just came to me. I was like, fuck, like for Aisha, this has to be nuts because it's not often where somebody is completely untouchable from any level of critiquing. Like people love Steph across the board so fucking much that naturally hate has to rest somewhere and it has to go somewhere. It can, that brother is
Hate has to rest
untouchable.
somewhere,
It
nigga.
has to
Yo,
rest somewhere. So that brother is untouchable. Like there is nothing he like the only person that was as untouchable as Steph is Jesus at the resurrection. Like that's how untouchable Steph is, bro. Like you don't you there's nothing that you can say about brother. So if that's the case, then naturally hate has to go towards Aisha, which fucks up the whole spectrum. Like it fucks up it's a fuck
bro.
it,
So I'm thinking when you say it like that, G, I'm thinking poor Curry's, but I'm also thinking poor Steph because he fighting against shit that don't have nothing to do with him. He good husband, he good everything, and Aisha post something and got to deal with these hating ass folks, and so now
nonstop.
whatever may arise, he's got to answer for.
Always.
Man,
Always, man. It's gonna be constant for the rest of their lives because no one will ever say an ill word about Steph. If you do, you're gonna get the hate for the rest of your life type of shit like Brian got when he brought it to everybody's attention that, bro, do you understand that he gets no critique? Like when that nigga lost, you just said that he was hurt, like he was hurting during that game. That's the reason why you said that he lost that championship. That's what you got out of that. Like you don't say anything else, huh? Okay, that's interesting. You know, like that's kind of how like the how it goes, bro. Like kids was talking about what are those on Michael
on this,
Jordan's feet, but it's like nothing about Steph shit. Like when Steph shit
hey,
first came out, bro,
that's
them shits was
still
trash.
That still made it to
But
me. The kids turn to what are those to the J's? Like
bro, to the
that's how
J's,
you.
That's
That's when I knew. That's when I
to
knew
to
the
the man
world was
himself.
ending. The nigga who came and gave y'all the game, y'all playing one of those on MJ. That's crazy.
Yeah, but the world got to be upside down, man. If Aisha like as beautiful as Aisha is, and that's not talking about another man's wife or anything like that, but as beautiful as she is, like it's crazy that you would make up a way to say anything about her particular beauty when you have, you know, and this isn't to put them in it either, but the Kardashians who have gone for the Beyonce look multiple times. They bring it up, but it doesn't get wildfire. You know what I mean? Like it's just like 2 seconds on, 2 seconds off.
Man, well, what do you? So, I mean, is it is it responsible for us to attack that as men? Not to attack that, to offer commentary and around that, because I want to talk about it, but I also would like to do it in a responsible space with a woman. Um, in terms of security. Hold on one second, y'all.
Hmm. Hey Lex,
Yes, sir.
hey man, I did not know that this was your full day, man.
Oh shit.
That I was like, bro, what? This is that Greek?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I like that's for sure like a Greek god name, man. I fuck with it.
Good looking. It's cold because between Monty and then the homie DB, they were both like, bruh, you just need to start using your full name.
You got
Quit
to,
using
man. Like just for something. If even if you create like a company real
Young
quick that got like got your shit across, just plastered across it. Fuck with
Alexius, we doing numbers.
it.
Um, I was saying in regards to the makeup, um, and I don't literally mean like physical makeup. I mean like the commenting on looks, aesthetics, beauty, what have you. And you said it like as beautiful as she is. We can say as men, what is she pursuing? I imagine there are like conversations where reaffirming for Steph, where he's like, "Babe, I love you as you are." Um, is that are we allowed to say that that should be enough? Right? It's like like you want to reaffirm and go, nah, I'm forget what everybody else is talking about and or what we've collectively deemed um, a beauty measurable, and then we still haven't even gotten to the whole complex and around black and how we identify or associate beauty and marketing and advertisement and just society as a whole. Like we still haven't even gotten to that point and like the facts of that. So is there any space for us as men to be like, babe, it's don't obsess over it? Like I don't know. I don't know. I would like for it to be, but is how responsible is that?
I don't think in today's age. I think today's age is a little different because when you start reaching that level of people following you and shit,
Hmm.
I think you have like you tend to that mean if you have that many followers, that means you tend to be on there. Like I think you have a constant view of what beauty is, and beauty is skewed, and
Mm,
it,
mm,
beauty has so many. There's so many ways. Beauty changes at this point every week, damn near.
got you.
Like beauty is a trend like a mother. So like it's like what is beauty today? You know what I mean? Like and I think sometimes you try to jump the gun and like just you know see what's beautiful to you or for your husband or for your wife or whatever like that. Like it's I think that's like kind of what tends to happen. But I
Hmm.
think not so much in the acts that's being done or where this vision like where the visual is coming from. It's more so I think owning it uh and not giving in to all of the chatter. I think how you respond to a lot of this is is very important, and it'll also show a lot about the person that's being talked about or that's receiving all of this backlash on like how often they've come across backlash.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like I think at some point Aisha's gonna get to a point where it no longer factors into her life in whatsoever matter because she's been bombarded with it over the last couple of years to the point where
Do
she'll just start doing things and being a-okay with the decisions that she's made, regardless of what comes back, and realize that all of that adds to your bank account,
mm.
everything.
Do you think there's a chance she's already there
It's possible. I feel
Mhm.
like the response to this particular one was a lot better from their
than the first
side
one?
than the first one. Yeah, so I
Okay.
think they're already on that track,
And we
and she
got
just has
and
to
we gotta
continue.
go ahead, my bad.
She just has to continue to do this, and I think
Yeah.
that she'll completely take off because one of these things are like eventually people are going to move on to something else, and you can become the darling, and you can take off like a Kylie did. You know, like you can
So
do random shit that could potentially work. You know, like you just have to keep doing it if that's the lifestyle you're looking for.
so we got some blowback for our initial commentary in and around the first situation, and I think what was
Oh,
misinterpreted,
Steph talk.
yeah, I mean what was misinterpreted on our part is that we were only replying to the response of the Currys, right?
That's it.
Like the status you uphold and the power, and if if you can acquire if you can acquire the access that they have, like granted that's being mindful that the same that those prejudice, that doesn't remove you of being black, none of that shit, that's not what we're talking about, but it does sort of require and recommend a certain level of like movement, and where you won't really let little shit like that impede your process, or even your sphere, right? Like at the very least, if success and back to celebrity and fame, if that shit can afford you anything, why not allow it to afford you to be impenetrable to disdain and people projecting, right? Like to give it that much power seems almost kind of like wasting that access to me in my mind. But I could 100% be wrong about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Going, yo, like being broke, I kind of gotta entertain some of this goofy shit that's out here. But if I'm gonna be around that level of access, bro, the last thing I'm gonna be worried about is like shit like that. I feel like, at
Mm-hmm.
least that's what I want to tell myself. I could be 100% wrong. I might become more sensitive or whatever, or more insecure. But it's like, fuck, man. It just is there no escaping it? And when you go, your hate has to rest somewhere in the vein of like, yeah, your husband is untouchable, but not you.
Mm-hmm.
It's from the same people that root for your husband. That's the sick part.
Really, no different than the people that boo the home team for kneeling, bro. Like, I mean, you still have my game, right? You still want me to win this game, but you're booing me for something that has nothing to do with the game itself, or even what you think it might have to do with it. You know what I mean? Like, that just lets me know that you're not here for social justice.
At all.
You know,
At
for the
all.
same people that you're rooting to
Rooting
win.
for.
You know what I mean? So like that's
It's
the
just a
that's the
game.
weird
It's just a game to you.
it's the weirdo shit that takes place, bro. Like you
Yeah.
can't people cannot continue to give weirdo energy any level of attention.
Yeah. Yeah.